And then I realized, like, just because we value something one way doesn't mean that everybody else values it the other way. And so, in order to break your frame and to see businesses all around you, don't assume that the same things you value other people do. It's like, I've never really believed in the golden rule, which is treat others how you want to be treated. It's like, by and large, treat them how they want to be treated, unless that breaks how you want to be treated. And I think that's the same with business owners. I mean, my Uncle Eb, which is one of the main reasons I started publicly about business, talking about businesses online, he had a business, did a couple $1 million a year in revenue. And it's called Ebb Homes Plumbing. It was in Phoenix, Arizona. And he got sick with cancer and decided he wanted to shut the business down. He's in his 70s and was like, I'm ready to be done. And what he didn't know at the time is that a business that is doing a couple millions of dollars in revenue and a couple of millions of dollars in profit is worth millions of dollars. And so this man who spent his life building up a plumbing company that probably would have thought, honestly, like if he was here, he would say, Cody, I couldn't have sold that thing. Like that wasn't really, it was sort of, and this is what most baby boomer business owners think. They're like, who's going to buy this? Because how many times have you had a business where you didn't want to be in it before? Have you ever had that before?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Of course. If you're in a room, sometimes I go out to speaking stages and just for shits and giggles, because people will always go, if a business was profitable and it was going to continue to be profitable, nobody would sell it. And I go, okay, let's play a game. Business owners, raise your hand. Everybody raises their hand that's a business owner. I go, cool. Keep them up. If you would sell your business at the right price and the right terms, if it came along, keep your hand up. What happens?
Yeah,
everybody's up, not one. If you go down and I go, liars, and I laugh, because the truth of the matter is you haven't been in the game long enough if you put your hand down. But if you've been in the game long enough, you go, absolutely. Now, I wouldn't sell every one of my businesses.
Of course. Yeah.
But there is at some point one business. And if you call me on the right day, maybe I would. So I think we have to change our programming to realize all around us, every business has a value. That book selling business that shut down, I bet there was a value in the lease that they had. It might have been in California. Sometimes they have leases that are locked in. There could have been value in just the lease contract to transfer it. There could have been value in the assets, the books. There could have been value in the employees because you can do an acqui-hire. There could have been value in the website listing. What about the Yelp and Google reviews? There could have been value in the IP. What about the logos and the brand and the name? What if they had one of those old school original, Cody.com websites before we now have to have websites that are 452 words, right? And so every single business has some value. And if you can find the business where the value to the owner is not as much as the value is to you, then you got a really good deal.
So well said. Cody, I'm just I'm so happy that you're breaking this down for everyone, because I think it's just not what I'm hearing. It's not what people are talking about. And I'm glad, because it's not the get rich quick solution either. It's not the, hey, you can be really rich in 12 months and not worry about anything and that kind of feeling.
I wish.
Yeah, you wish. And I think I really appreciate you nailing it by just saying it's grit, right? That's what's required. That's deeply required.